Every single day, the hope for Call of Duty, does it wither away? Does it shine a little brighter? I think you guys probably know the answer between those two as they continue to trudge through the mud of criticism and backlash between Call of Duty and Warzone. It is now the king himself, the GOAT of Call of Duty, that being Scump, who had a lengthy rant about Call of Duty as the CDL has yet again started back up after over a month break. Don't even get me started on that one, but he's talking about stepping away from Call of Duty, at least as his main game, as a streamer, and kind of being a bit more, as he says, malleable, all right? Maybe a bit more of a variety streamer as Black Ops 6 continues to struggle.
Do you think the formula is tired? No, I think people would still love COD. At the end of the day, I think people love COD. I think people want COD to be great. I think they just are fed up with I think this game also has a lot of potential. I just think they really just dropped the ball. They're at the one every year. Everyone's buying your shit. You're first in inches every year at the goal line. And they just fumble the shit. Russell Wilson threw the ball instead of trying to give it to Marshawn Lynch. That's a horrible analogy. It's a horrible analogy. Okay? Horrible. But I do think I hope they fix it. I hope they fix it. But again, we're not going to be ignoring COD. We're still going to be popping around, doing our thing. We're going to be popping in, popping out. We're just going to be a little more. We're going to be a little bit more what's the word? We're going to be a little bit more malleable. All right? We're going to be a little more malleable. We're going to do whatever we want to do and not really worry about viewership as much. We're just going to do what we want to fucking do, which COD will still be in there. Flexible, yeah, flexible, malleable, whatever you want to throw in there. But yeah, we're gonna be all up and around everywhere. Yo.
And we've talked a lot about this most recently as all these Warzone streamers, a lot of Call of Duty content creators and streamers have continued to leave the game for other ones that are trending right now. Marvel Rivals being talk of the town. If you guys want to know, Smite 2 is now free to play. I know you guys probably don't care, but we've also seen, just based on the stat lines throughout the past few months, when it comes to Steam player base numbers alone, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is dang near down 50%. Warzone in the last 3 months, down 30%, and that's just on Steam, all right? Not including many other numbers out there. It is down, down, down. Now, with it being just coming off the holiday season, it seems that hackers and cheaters and issues across both of Call of Duty titles have been struggling. Maybe it's slow to be worked on by employees, but it's certainly having an impact, especially when someone like Scump is saying, hey, I know it's like the beginning of the Call of Duty competitive season, but outside of watch parties, yeah, I might just play other games. That's not very good. And even recently, Nadeshot, a Call of Duty main game streamer, returned to streaming just this past year. I believe he's been back for 8 to 10 months now and doing very well streaming Call of Duty. A few months back, he left the game, announced this on his YouTube channel alongside many other creators, and his numbers are actually up with Marvel Rivals. This past month, he reached his peak concurrent average viewership ever since returning to streaming, beating all of his numbers on Call of Duty and showcasing to many content creators, I'm sure Nadeshot himself included, oh wait, I don't have to play this game all the time. And that's not what Call of Duty should be wanting. So Call of Duty numbers continue to drop and people continue to leave. What do you guys think about that? And something else that I've been thinking about a lot is Shotzzy. This arc has been crazy. I don't know if it's going to actually end anytime soon. And with Optic not winning the most recent CDL minor, he faced a bit of backlash. But before that minor went into action, Optic is still one of your favorite teams throughout the entire season. FaZe is just doing FaZe things. Even when they look like underdogs, they're not underdogs in the slightest. But even after being upset, Shotzzy has a lot to say. If you guys somehow have missed this over the last few weeks, he wants to stream scrims. He believed no one can actually replicate what he and Optic does. And then he started going at every player in the league who is just going for kill word. We need YouTube monetization. You guys know the word I'm trying to say, the kill, and telling players to keep the fries in the bag, bro. And once they lost in the minor, he was like, finally, someone's actually trying, and just continually going after everybody in the scene. In a slew of tweets, there was like 6 tweets within a few hours of each other. I don't know if he was just sitting back, laughing and enjoying. but it was something else. Because this feels like this was a kid who years ago was like pretty introverted, and he's obviously cracked. He's a world champion in Call of Duty. He's also a world champion in Halo. He deserves to talk his smack, but to me has never been this kind of guy. Like, Call of Duty is so down bad right now, I think it's left a little thorn in his side where he's like, yo, we need content in the CDL, and he's not wrong because he's giving them content. So that is Scump potentially leaving Call of Duty, at least as a main game. That is Nadeshot breaking records on other games outside Call of Duty, and that is the Shotzzy arc that I hope doesn't stop because we need this content in the league, and people should be streaming whatever they want in Call of Duty. All right, till next time, what do you guys think? Thank you all for being here. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Take care.